The following podcast may contain adult language and an abundance of salt. So get ready, nerds, because it's the last episode of Invasion. Aren't you freaking excited, V?
Man, yes, super excited. I hate this show down to my genetic DNA, dude. I hate it.
Jude, are you excited for the last episode?
Cheers, mate. It's the last one. I feel such a sense of relief.
How about you, buddy?
Did you guys hear that Invasion just got renewed for a second season?
Motherfucker! Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Salty Nerd Podcast, where we talk about Apple TV's new show, Invasion. This is the season finale, episode 10, called The First Day. I'm joined by Matt Vader. Hello, sir.
Bro, I'm broken. I'm just broken.
Did you see all
I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I wish people would quit watching this show that we do instead of watching that show, because that makes us have to do this show more, which means we have to watch that stupid fucking show more.
Do you know
stop.
Do you know how many people commented?
We watch your show, so we don't have to watch this show. Yeah. Oh, dear, season 2.
Season 2's coming out, guys. Jude's also here, ambassador of estrogen. Yeah. Hello. And the frustrated producer, who's actually probably kind of happy about this, Matthew Kadish is here. He's just...
Nothing makes me happy.
Oh, that's
black hole of joy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Black hole of joy.
That's a t-shirt. With his face.
All right, guys. Listeners, you know how this works. We're going to dive into this last season finale episode. Heavy spoilers, episode 10. But before we do, we're going to take a quick break, listen to some sponsors. We'll be right back. And then Kadish is going to take it away, talk about the storylines, and we're going to have a conversation about this episode.
I need the bourbon to kick in.
I feel like we need like a therapy group or something like that for this show.
At least when's it 2027 or something, right? We got some time. When's this season 2 supposed to come out?
Watch them pop it out by like 2023.
Oh, God. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll be right back. Hang tight. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, if you guys want to support the channel, go to saltynerdclub.com. That is where you can get into our club membership exclusive 4 podcasts every single month just for the patrons. Starting in 2022, we're going to be doing legacy sci-fi like Stargate, Star Trek, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, anything and everything, Firefly, anything and everything that's happened in the past couple of years that is better than what we've seen right now. We're going to pay a little bit closer attention. Doctor Who's coming up too with special guests. Wait for that one. So saltynerdclub.com, help support the podcast. You can get a lot of awesome perks in return. And I think we still have time for the special membership hat for the $30 tier, folks. You guys are going to get that hat with a bunch of other perks included with that as well. So you guys can be superstars, help support the podcast, and we can make great things happen over here. All right, Matthew Kadish, the season finale of Invasion.
Season finale. It's finally over, sort of. So season 1, episode 10, entitled The First Day. So I'm going to go a little bit out of order because the sequence for the show actually didn't make a lot of sense to me anyway. But we start with the Amazon rainforest in Brazil, which happens to be on Earth. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that makes so much more sense.
I'm so happy they put that in the title.
They dropped that after the first episode, didn't they?
They brought it back.
Well, it's a good thing that they put that in, because otherwise I would not have known what planet any of this show took place on. Mm-hmm. I mean, Oklahoma City, it could have been in Beetlejuice, it could have been in Alpha Centauri, but luckily the show let us know that this was on Earth, and this rainforest is on Earth. 100%.
Yes.
Guaranteed. All right, so some helicopters land and some people enter the crashed alien mothership that just got nuked out of orbit. And as they investigate the interior of the ship, it looks like things are moving behind the walls. They're in the fracking walls.
I was so upset by this because obviously, like you said, it's out of order right now. But when I saw this, and I was like, this is so much more interesting than anything that's happened in the past 5 episodes. I'm like, I want to be in the helicopter with the military guys going to investigate this thing. It felt like an alien vibe. They had the creepy radiation sound like while they're walking in. I'm like, yeah, this is. Where was this the entire time?
We're in the Amazon,
Amazon.
walking into the crash mothership
on Earth, yeah.
We're doing the first contact thing where they're walking through the
Yeah.
It felt like a scene from Prometheus.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie here. That scene and the very last scene of this show are my two favorite parts of this entire series.
Yeah.
I really, if this was like the very first episode, I'd be kind of into it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, look, there's a mothership.
Like,
it crashed in the Amazon. We're going inside it. There's some alien shit going on. It's like, ooh, wiggly squiggly walls, and there's some like insectoid looking shit going on.
Yeah.
And
So I'm getting excited thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of neat. But no, I don't care.
And
I don't fucking care anymore. I want it over. It's like it's too much too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. And out of this entire like hour-long episode, that scene accounted for a minute of screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very frustrating.
It's really annoying.
Jude, what'd you think about the Prometheus alien ship?
I didn't mind it, but at this point, I don't know how good it can be in the last episode to make up for the
9-hour slog
that I've been through the last 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, V kept saying, I bet the last episode's going to be great and we're going to be so pissed off about it. And I wouldn't have cared if it was. I fully expected Sam Neill to wake up. I fully expected that to come back.
They didn't do it, did they?
They didn't.
I 100% was hanging by a thread that Sam Neill was going to sit up in a fucking cornfield and be like, that was crazy or something to tie that bullshit in.
Yeah, it's just...
it's ludicrous.
I'm glad I have several alcohols with me today.
I'm so glad that we have our fans of this show that
defend it.
That shit. Well, there are the defenders, but man, let me tell you, we have a lot of people who hate this show.
Yeah.
I even got a thesaurus word.
Another
week
one? Oh,
from one of our fans.
I'm so happy.
Very nice.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good
Hit
word.
me.
Take it away.
It's kind of funny to even say it. I don't even know if I can say it right. But the word is execrable. Execrable. See, I can't say it. Execrable.
How do you spell?
EXECRABLE. It just sounds gross. Execrable. It sounds like
excrement.
Yeah, like poop. Like poop. Kind of pussy.
Yeah.
And, kind of like some gnarly pus coming out
Is
of
that like a
gross
really
zit.
fancy way of saying shit?
It's really like gross and
Yeah.
nasty. Yeah,
I like that.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Execrable. It perfectly describes how I feel about this show.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well done, listener.
So thank you, listeners, for helping me out. I appreciate that a
Awesome.
lot. So,
all right, Kadish, what happens next? Or
right.
what happens before?
So we're going to Mitsuki's storyline.
Okay.
Mitsuki is being driven away from her radio dish nap by Hinata's dad, who tells us a really boring and stupid story about how Hinata would follow her compass as a little girl to try to find out why the needle pointed north. Thank you, show. We really needed that. Once Mitsuki gets home, she tears down her poster of David Bowie and uses Hinata's childhood compass to go on walkabout, because that makes total sense. As she passes by construction workers digging up dead aliens, she runs into a Buddhist monk who invites her back to his monastery because, no joke, it has working internet or something.
Oh, internet works.
and beer.
And beer.
And weed.
So apparently the world's infrastructure has collapsed, our atmosphere was being poisoned, and we were on the brink of extinction thanks to an alien invasion. And some monks got together and repaired some cables, which reestablished internet, even though cell phones and landlines and TV and radio broadcasts all still seem to work. But the Wi-Fi at the monastery is totally sweet. Apparently, all the monks had a crisis of faith and fucked off as the aliens invaded, because as you know, religion is totally worthless when facing the end of the world or something. But Hinata crashes at the monastery and somehow uses her laptop to connect to the super secure radio satellite she had to covertly sneak into the night previously to gain access to its controls or something. I really don't know. Anyway, she uses her laptop to alter the dish's orientation and then looks out the window in surprise as the alien language without sound appears on her laptop's waveform software.
I'm sorry. This monk was freaking hilarious.
He was pretty funny.
He
right?
was goddamn funny.
It's like, oh man, everybody else like, took off.
We don't want to live in the past, and being a monk kind of sucks. I like potato chips and smoking weed and drinking beer.
Beer and weed. It's like, that was me 30 years ago. I didn't know I was a monk, man. That was pretty cool.
You gotta enjoy the little things, man. Like,
I mean, I don't know where people learned about monks, but monks are well known for brewing beer. Like that's been like their thing.
Trappist monks love your shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. But I just like this character who again came out of nowhere. It's the season finale. We're getting introduced to a new character.
New characters in the season finale.
And
he better be in season 2. He better be in season 2.
The drunk Buddhist monk?
Yeah.
Yes.
The drunken high Buddhist monk.
Yes.
He better be Chinikis or Kanakanukis or whatever the fuck her name is. Her sidekick on her trip to the North Pole while she's following the
compass
magic
north.
Compass. Oh, I'm gonna go north.
I wonder.
She's on Japan. She can only go so far north.
Oh, there's water here.
Shit, I forgot.
I got as far as the beach.
Got the ocean. God damn it.
Son of a bitch, this goddamn compass.
Like, you got any Wajo juice?
Oh my god, I gotta put that down. That's another thing.
But I just think it's funny that they literally nuked the alien ship out of the sky yesterday.
Yeah.
And the monk is just like, hey, my Wi-Fi is back up and running.
Is that what they did? They nuked it?
They nuked it and it fell into the Amazon.
So they stole the Independence Day story and they didn't actually
set it up at all?
Relay that. Really? That's what happened? I had no idea.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Dude, we spent like an entire episode talking about
well,
this.
I guess
checks
I'm not,
out though. You don't understand. When he leaves, it's like
yeah, it's otherworldly. I'm like
I
channeling.
mean, the U.S. used the Japanese radio tower to figure out where the alien mothership was, so that they could shoot a nuclear bomb at it.
Right.
And that's what killed all the aliens in the penultimate episode.
Don't the space refrigerator crawlers have shields?
No, it's not that cool.
My theory.
They're just like a giant virus floating through space and they come across Earth.
I don't know. Those ships are pretty badass.
We don't know anything about them, so it's hard to say.
Go ahead, Julie.
My theory, and honestly, this is probably just me.
The leather jacket's for
I know you are. You're simmering
I'm
again.
feeling this again. Oh my God.
It's chilly
Smoking.
today.
So there's like smoke coming off you.
She looks like a biker
I
chick.
know. She's like really badass. I'm like,
I don't know why
I purposely did not give him any tequila so he wouldn't get horned up.
You got tequila? How you doing?
I have a brain too.
Dude,
Stop.
guys, listen, hey.
What?
Zippers are.
We have a girl on our show.
I know. This is what happens when nerds see hot girls. It's like, oh my God.
Oh, you're so cute.
He's always talking about if we had fucking thoughts on the show,
It's like,
we could get millions of views. Like, I'm doing my fucking best.
Can you take some scissors and cut a slit down your shirt, show some cleavage?
I will full on flash you if you let me finish my thought.
Oh man.
Fuck, forgot it.
Broken.
Shit.
Boobs.
I got it. God, nobody cares.
I care. A little bit.
I want to hear your thought. Then I want to see your boobs. So
He wants to hear my THOT.
gin, everybody.
Who knew?
I need a tissue.
It's the mixture of the whiskey and the gin. It gets you warmed up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
No
another shot
mixing.
here.
No
I'm sorry I
mixing
brought
for
up the
you.
leather jacket. My bad.
Yeah. Harley girl.
Left turn.
Chat,
So
chat.
my thought.
Go ahead. Yeah. What are your thoughts,
And I swear to God, I don't think that the show actually did this, but I need it to be true, is that Casper mind melding with them and freezing everyone allowed the bomb to hit without them being able to do anything. I fucking need
So
that.
when he said stop, it wasn't just the aliens in the
because
hospital.
they're a hive mind.
Yeah, it was
So I
the
think it was
ship
all of
itself.
them.
The ship stopped.
I would think it was all of them.
And it was able to hit it with the nuke. Oh, yeah, I like that theory.
I need for that. Listen, if you're making this show, I fucking need that. Put it in season 2.
Well,
Thank
Casper
you.
also mentally connected with Hinata because remember he starts saying Mitsuki's name.
Well, she's an alien.
And now in this episode, well, we'll get to it in a bit, but there's another connection with Hinata and Casper that, kind of solidifies
And that fucking compass.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah, really important compass. All right, so moving on to Anisha Malik. Anisha goes looking for piece of shit, but can't find him anywhere, nor is there any sign of the group of deranged killers who were hunting them just moments ago.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
Who were those guys and why were they hunting the Maliks? Guess what? We never find out.
Who knows?
Never fucking find out. Anisha takes her kids and finds an abandoned fire station where they hunker down, but Luke is being a real little shit and blames Anisha for his piece of shit father dying or something.
Well, he's a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
Spawned by a big piece of shit.
He's piece of shit junior.
Yeah.
They have a nice little makeshift funeral for a piece of shit, which was more than he deserves.
Yeah, what did they bury?
It was like it was a drawing that the
Was
daughter
it his
made.
shoe?
Yeah. No, it was a drawing that the daughter made. Of
It
him.
was a bloody shoe.
They lit on a piece of paper on fire. Anyway, continue, Katie. Let him finish, and then we'll talk about it.
Sorry.
All right, so they have a nice makeshift funeral for a piece of shit, which is more than he deserves. Anisha says she'll never let the kids out of her sight while they are still in danger. Cut to the next scene where Luke is out in the woods alone, totally out of Anisha's sight. He has the super valuable piece of alien killing metal with him, the thing he never told anyone about where he found it, and decides to fucking throw it away. He truly is piece of shit's son. Luckily, he finds it immediately afterwards as it becomes activated again. Luke picks it up and looks at the aurora borealis in the sky. Back in the fire station, Anisha wakes up to find Luke gone and starts staring at something off screen as tears fall down her cheeks.
Oh my God, it's piece of shit.
This piece of shit. He's probably back. I found this storyline detestable.
Ooh.
Yeah, yes, it was.
It was
Dude,
detestable.
The kid mocking his mother.
Listen,
She's going look, you know what? I know sometimes this is her talking. I know sometimes things seem like they're safe, but your gut tells you that they're not. There's this little voice in your head that said, it's not time yet. Let's hunker down. Let's stay safe.
You know what? That made sense.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Seeing which there was a pack of murderous, rampaging people after her 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It made sense that maybe she's like, you know what? Maybe not yet.
Thank you for at this one point in the whole season, something that they're doing has been explained.
And then the kid's like, mom's making him stay here because of the voice in her head. And I was like, who the hell do you think you are, dude?
Yeah.
Hey, remember how Luke had a psychic connection with the aliens and he could hear Wajo, just like Casper?
Nope.
Yeah, that never happened, right?
Nope. Sure didn't.
No.
Just go throw that shit in the woods, kid.
The dialogue alone was atrocious. That's another.
Ooh.
There you go.
All right, sir.
Because it didn't seem like this happened this episode, I think, more than we mentioned it before, but in this episode, it really struck me just how awkward the dialogue was between people. And the kid and the little girl talking to the mother, I was like, what are these words that they're saying don't make any sense. Are you guys here? Hello? Hi. Yeah, we're talking. Are you guys, you're both on your phones? What are you playing? Dragon Champion or something? Are you that tuned out that you're playing Dragon Champion?
Well,
the one that we have an affiliate link with?
I shouldn't say, but
yeah, I mean, if our listeners want to go to saltynerd.com/DC and download this mobile game called Dragon Champions, because they are a sponsor of this podcast and they believe in us.
And we want to support them.
And I have it on good authority that they hate invasion just as much as we do.
Nice.
Good for them.
You know what?
Guys.
That ad was smooth.
You guys.
What's up?
I'm playing Dragon Champions too.
Are you serious?
good for you.
You got to do your dailies. You
You gotta get it in.
Yeah, Dragon Champions is this great hero collector game where it's kind of in the vein of World of Warcraft, and you unlock new characters and upgrade them, and you can fight against other players. It's a lot of fun.
I hate myself, but I love Dragon Champions.
I unlocked the little lizard guy with the staff. He's pretty badass.
That's cool.
I know. All right. Anyway.
That game is way more entertaining than this show. I'll tell you that much.
Anyway, the dialogue.
People like our show.
The dialogue was terrible. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, you know what's frustrating to me about the dialogue in the show is that nobody tells anyone what a normal, rational human being would tell each other. Like Anisha, you would think that she gets to the National Guard camp and she's like, hey, I just killed an alien with this special alien killing metal. You guys want to check it out? You know, like it takes her like forever to remember like, oh, that might be important. She doesn't tell like her kids. It's like, hey, we're being hunted right now. You guys are in danger.
Yeah.
Like, stop being a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so weird that like no one in this, like even when we get to Trevante's thing.
Oh, I have a lot to say about Trevante.
Yeah, but I mean like even he like acts like the characters don't act like normal human beings. They act like plot contrivances.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Where the writers are like, oh, we can't explain this just yet because we either haven't figured it out ourselves.
Yeah.
Or it would kind of ruin what we have planned in the future. So everyone's acting very kind of like not organically, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like they're not acting like a normal logical human being would act in these situations.
Well, it's funny because one of our comments on our video was like, I think this show might have been written by an AI computer. And I'm like,
oh my God, that makes total sense.
Kind of seems like this is how a computer thinks humans behave. And I'm more convinced of that more now than ever. And I'm like,
Maybe it's all a simulation.
yeah, I mean, it was like, this is all just,
Maybe it's a simulation show in a simulated world.
is it directed by Elon Musk?
And we're all in a simulation.
Is this what Elon Musk thinks?
Dude, I'm so
That
excited
just
about
cracked my brain. Did you hear what just came out of my mouth?
I know.
That was crazy. I don't sound like that.
we're tangenting right now.
Oh, hardcore.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But Elon Musk really excited me this week.
What do you do?
There was an announcement that said something about his chip software shit, where they're going to stick
They're
chips in our brains.
Yeah.
Neuralink.
Neuralink's like going to be going to like the human phase, like within a year. And
That
I
sounds
really want to know Chinese and Kung Fu.
That sounds so dangerous.
It does, but I don't care.
Real bad.
Told you I'm like, want to be a cyborg. Just cut my arms off and put claws and shit on.
Cyborg is my favorite team.
As long as you have a bottle opener extension, we're good.
No, we're good, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, what happens next, Mr. Kadish?
All right, so we're going to get to Casper Morrow's storyline.
Okay.
So Casper's brain dead. The doctors can't do anything but keep his body alive at this point, and Trevante decides this is a good time to fuck off. Jamila tries to convince him to stay, but Trevante, being Trevante, is like, I gotta catch a plane, and I don't believe Casper could actually mentally control aliens anyway, so bye.
I decided I don't believe that now. So bye.
Like, I was willing to die for him, but now it's just, I'm so over it. Yeah. So before he goes, Jamila forces him to take Casper's notebook full of future sketches for reasons. After Trevante leaves, Jamila finally finds her mother and then watches as the doctors disconnect Casper from life support and watch him die. Remember, Jamila had a mother who worked at the hospital?
Was her mother there the whole time?
She's at the same hospital where all this shit was going down, and her mom's just like pops out of a corner like, oh my God.
Hey,
same floor that her mom works
guys,
on.
Oh, my
hospitals are big, okay? Hospitals are big.
Not in London.
Are they different size in London?
You daft cow.
You have a friend.
You do?
You have a friend, you daft cow.
Dude has a TikTok stalker. It's adorable. You daft cow, you unintelligent human.
You unintelligent woman.
All right.
Fuck you, guy.
All right.
sorry.
So basically, Jamila watches Casper die after they take off its life support. Outside the hospital, everyone is celebrating the aliens being dead, despite London being completely evacuated and devastated by roving killer aliens. There just seems to be a lot of people going on about their day. Like, remember when like there were all these cars in the streets and everything was barricaded and people were literally driving out into the countryside to get away from the city?
Okay, as ridiculous as everything in this show is, this I had the biggest problem with.
What's that?
It's like this is like when you said this show is being written by an AI, I was like 100%, because it's like this show has been written by someone who's never fucking been through anything.
Yeah.
And trigger warning for anyone who's been through something. I'm gonna start talking about something like that. Like a couple of years ago, Las Vegas was involved in a massacre. And the whole fucking town, whether you were there when it happened or not, we were all shell-shocked.
Yeah.
Whether that affected you or not, we were all like, hey, bro, are you okay?
Yep.
Let's take care of each other. And that lasted for like 3-4 days, maybe 5 after everything happened. Everyone was taking care of each other and making sure we were all okay and just kind of recovering from it. Nobody ran out into the streets and been like, woo, it's over. This really pissed me off because it didn't respect what the fucking characters in this show had been through. It was devastating. People lost family members. People lost their homes.
That's a good point.
Everyone on Earth just went through something horrifying.
Horrendous.
And world-changing.
And all of a sudden, like the mothership crashes and everyone's fucking partying.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself, show. Seriously. Fuck yourself.
Yes.
So back to Casper. In the morgue, we see Casper's body, but his consciousness still seems to be in the upside down from Stranger Things. He hears his parents fighting, then runs into Hinata's dad, who gives him that stupid compass, like Casper is his daughter or something. The compass gets all wacky and leads Casper to a glowing patch of alien grass. Casper then stares off screen in surprise.
I forgot that this happened. He was in like the nether.
He's looking at the same thing Anisha is.
Oh my God. I totally forgot that this scene even happened. And then it's just like a flashback. I was like, oh yeah, they did like a whole freaking ether world moment with Casper. And
Like, I think he melded with the hive mind of the aliens. And now that the aliens are back online, his consciousness is still alive because part of it's up there.
Yeah, I think he's on the ship, like mentally.
Yeah. He's mentally on the ship. Is he gonna be like 11 from Stranger Things now? Or he's gonna be like bouncing back?
There's a weird connection between him and Hinata because, like we said before, when he was inducing his seizure, he was saying Mitsuki's name, and Hinata was in the penultimate episode. She swam into her spaceship, and so like I'm thinking that Hinata is somehow in the alien hive mind as well, and Casper is somehow connected to her.
Yeah, plus a lot of his drawings were in Japanese.
Well, we're going to get to that in a minute. But this whole thing, it was just like, Jamala's mother, like, why bother introducing her? At least, like, they tied that thread up, but, like, she was, like, absent this entire show. Shows up for, like,
Honestly,
one scene.
they should have just killed her.
Or not even mentioned her at all or something like that. But like Jude said, the fact that London was basically back to normal, like, literally the morning after the alien ship crashed, it was just like, really, show like a little bit of external continuity would be nice. Like actually take some time to show like the fallout of what these aliens did, because like London was abandoned. Freaking Trevante, when he was walking through London, he had to abandon his car and the entire city was on fire, and people like, that lady that Casper ran into that drove them back to London, she was like, I ain't going back there.
Yeah, and like the army was like
having firefights in the street.
Having firefights over buildings with wild abandon because there was nobody there.
Well, also at the airport, the Royal Air Force said like every plane is getting shot out of the sky, and then like the next morning you've got 5 like fighter jets flying over London.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Trevante's thing, but he flew from London to America that day, just caught a flight. So there's
early in the morning.
There's like a group of pilots and stewardesses who are like, well, gotta go back to work. Alien invasion's done.
So it just kind of, it just kind of dawned. How much time has gone by?
Hours
since this whole thing started with Sam Neill dying in the
couple
days,
like a week or so. I'd say probably 5 days, maybe.
I was gonna say like 3 days because we got people wearing clothes from episode 1.
No, it was at least a week.
You think?
I think somebody said a week.
Trevante's still wearing his blood.
His bloody, even
that guy's gross.
We'll get to him in a minute, but even after he gets to America, he still has.
He couldn't even change before he got on a plane to America.
Or shower or anything like that. Yeah, they never really kind of lay out what the timeline is in the show, but I think it's pretty clear that from episode 1 to episode 10, at least a week has passed.
I swear to God, we're gonna get through 5 seasons of this, and then in the fucking finale of season 5, Sam Neill's gonna sit up and be like, "Crazy dream," and I'm gonna be so furious.
Don't wish that evil upon us, Jim.
I'm just.
Please don't make us watch season 2.
I don't know. This show is so scrofulous that
wow.
I just don't even. I don't know if I can carry on with this show.
It's tough. I understand.
That's right. I said scrofulous.
That's a great word.
Check out the big brain of Brad.
I just kid's dead, brain dead.
Yeah, flatline, gone. I will give him this. That scene where she puts the headphones on and plays his little cassette. That was very heartfelt. I felt that a little bit. I was like, oh, it's your friend, and he's dead.
You're talking about Discount Zendaya?
Yes.
Okay.
And she puts the headphones in his ear while he's dying, and I'm like,
the '90s mixtape.
Yeah, it was a nice moment. I just wish it had some kind of relevance to this.
I actually said to Kadish when she did that, I was like, oh, it's gonna be Bowie, and that's gonna tie something in. And he was like, babe, no. And I was like, no. Oh fuck!
Should have been like,
God damn it.
No,
they should have rickrolled us.
Yeah. When she hit play, Jude and I start singing. And I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real.
Vader's onto something.
That song's gonna be in my head forever now.
It would have been next level if it.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Yeah.
Never gonna make you cry.
And the aliens are up in space, just going,
oh no! The aliens are into it.
Rick Ashley is the alien poison.
Oh shit!
The planet.
Oh shit! We just fixed it.
It's not 90s bands. It's Rick rolling.
Salty nerds.
Rick Astley, who looks the same, by the way, is the head alien.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't aged.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
That dude, the redhead dude, the ginger from the music video.
Is he a ginger?
That's Rick Astley.
Yeah, it's Rick
I
Astley,
don't
dude.
think he's a ginger.
He's not a ginger.
I think he's
He's
more,
just very pale.
Yeah.
I thought he was a ginger.
He's Irish or something. I don't know.
Well.
Whatever.
Well. Anyway, what happens next, Katie?
All right, so getting to Trevante Cole. After leaving Casper and Jamila behind, Trevante gets debriefed by a U.S. Embassy dude, and being the asshole that he is, he doesn't bother to tell the guy about the kid with the psychic connection to the aliens, or the fact that fire seems to be really effective in killing the aliens. Trevante hops a flight home, not bothering to change out of his bloody combat fatigues or take a shower or anything. When he gets back to L.A., he goes to his house, and we go to meet his wife, Liara, who just happened to come back home at the exact same time after she evacuated. Turns out Liara is just as big of an asshole as Trevante is. And this makes me glad that their kid is dead, because if he were alive, he'd probably be an asshole too.
Ultimate asshole.
Wow.
Trevante finally showers and changes clothes, and him and his asshole wife decide to go to the beach for a nice picnic, despite things like food, fuel, and the entire infrastructure of the world being scarce. While on the beach, Trevante finally decides to crack open Casper's notebook, which he kept for some reason, and finds Casper wrote the Japanese symbol for star in some really weird ways. Trevante looks up, and he and his wife stare out across the ocean for a really long time, where a huge alien spaceship is kind of chilling out in the distance or something. Who knows? It was really hard to tell what the fuck that thing was. But chances are the invasion isn't over yet.
Or it's day one of the real invasion.
It's
The first
day.
Yeah.
So I gotta get some salt out about this. This whole
Get it out.
This whole
Gotta get it
storyline
out.
is completely ridiculous. So Trevante is in London, right? I did laugh out loud when he was in the room with the neuroscientist girl, and she was like, "He's brain dead. There's nothing I can do." And he's like, "Fuck!" And he like freaks out, and she's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. And he's like, try again.
Try again.
Bro.
It's a neuroscientist.
What do you
and you're
mean,
like,
try again? Hope real hard? Did it. Didn't work.
And he freaks out at her, and she jumps like he's going to punch her or something.
Yeah.
She's like afraid for her life.
I'm honestly starting to believe that none of this is in the script, but that actor is just like a giant asshole, and everyone around him is just like, "Fuck, dude!
Oh my God.
That wasn't in the script. What are you fucking doing?" And they're like, and the director's like, "Yeah, that's genius. Keep that in."
Yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know. And then he gets on an airplane. Again, I mentioned this already. I kind of like led into it a little bit, but he gets on an airplane with a full, like the cabin's full, right? There's passengers, which means there's at least...
he's an asshole to that guy,
He's an asshole to that guy. There's at least 2 pilots flying this thing and stewardesses for a transcontinental flight. What is it?
Flight attendant.
Sorry. Flight attendants.
Steward is a bad word?
Apparently,
We don't say
bro,
that
it's 2021, dude. Come on. I mean, whatever.
Everything's a bad word.
Everything's a bad
It's
word.
like, go get me a drink, bitch. Let's go.
God damn, dude.
It's the end of the
Anyway.
world.
I think bitch is acceptable
Is
across
it-
the
Yeah,
board.
that's totally fine,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, so he flies across the ocean in an airplane, which apparently it's totally fine to fly now because the aliens are gone.
Yeah.
And people are just going back.
Ain't nobody shooting shit out of the sky now.
Except for the giant enormous mothership
Except for the
that's
giant
coming
mothership.
into orbit right now.
We'll talk about that once people get to their destination.
Still doesn't change his clothes.
Right.
Gets debriefed.
He's disgusting.
He's an asshole to the CEO that is debriefing him. Like, looks like you already have all the answers you need, bitch. And he closes the laptop, slides it across, and is like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Goes back home. And then the most awkward conversation between two people I have ever seen on screen takes place.
Yeah.
Where they are
Two
both
people that are married to
they
each
are
other.
both using metaphors to converse between each other about how shitty their lives have been. It was bananas.
It was very suboptimal.
And then
Yes.
my God. And then we learn he's been gone for 2 fucking years.
2 years.
You know what? I'm pissed too.
He did a few tours in
What's her
Afghanistan.
name?
And then-
Lenora? Liana?
Liara.
Liara? I'm on Team Liara. You know what? He's an asshole. Bitch, you get him.
And then hold on. And then they go on a picnic
Yeah, at
to the beach.
Oh, because he finally showered, so we had to like make a day around
Well,
it.
you know, she didn't do her hair though.
Oh,
She was having a
You
rough
know
hair
what?
day.
It's the beach weather,
He's
bro.
been gone for 2 years. She probably doesn't even have
maybe
those
he was
tools anymore.
he was trying to work
Hey,
some things
they
out.
probably didn't even have running water because remember, like how
Mm-hmm.
like this alien invasion was destroying the planet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and disrupting supply chains and getting rid of infrastructure,
Yeah, like-
shooting satellites out of the sky.
Planes are in the sky, but electricity is still not on. So
Yeah.
you know what? You get what you fucking get, Vader.
Okay, whatever.
And then they just go on a beach vacation.
Yeah.
For
Like they-
whatever
and-
reason.
they just needed some time alone together.
Oh my God, this show is so infuriating. So like she opens the hatchback on the car.
Yeah.
And she's like, she sees Casper's art
Notebook.
book. Yeah. And she's like, hey, is that yours? And he's like, no. And then immediately is like, look what I found in my art book that I got from this dead kid that I'm going to have to explain in fucking season 2.
Yeah, talk about a plot contrivance. Like Jamila forcing him to take that notebook, and he could care less about that thing.
Yeah.
Why did he keep it? Like, why did he pack it to
Why
go to
did
the
he
beach
pack
with?
it in the car?
Yeah, like it could have been in his knapsack or like his backpack, and just like left it there because he doesn't care about it. But somehow it got out of that backpack of his and into the trunk of his car, just loose, just hanging out there for her to notice.
Yeah, he's like, it's not mine, but I did put it in the car.
I don't understand.
This show makes me want to peel my skin off.
I don't
Oh,
understand.
that's good. I like that.
I don't
visual.
know. I don't know.
Thanks.
It's like a
Peel my skin off.
just so I don't have to watch this show.
Face
Face
off.
off.
This guy's into the weirdest shit.
It's very Hellraiser.
She was like, I'm trying to turn him off, and I can't do
And
it.
he's like, yeah, that's good. I like that too.
Mutilate yourself.
I need
harder.
I need one of those Hellraiser Rubik's cubes right now. He's like, let me turn
Fuck
the
you,
box.
I'm into that.
Where's Pinhead when we need him?
Yeah. Jude, go full Cinnabite.
Oh, I like legitimately. I was watching this and trying to take it seriously, and I'm just like, this is nonsense.
I just wanted to tunnel vision through it.
I
And I'll be honest, I don't remember that fucking monk at all.
What's the best part? I like my beer and I like my weed.
He gets high and he's eating chips.
I know, dude.
I love that guy.
Chips are very good.
He was a totally new character introduced in the final episode.
Yeah, it's amazing.
My brain was like,
And nope. And then she left, and we don't ever see him again.
he's going to be the main character in season 3.
God, I hope so.
Not
God,
season 2. Season 3. This guy's
He's just sitting there.
Three.
He's just sitting there like smoking weed and drinking as like the aliens are
Aliens
are all
around.
behind him.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey man, just live life one day at a time, okay?
yeah.
Man, I'm out of words. I can't come up with any good more words. I'm even using the internet.
Any good
So, like-
more words?
Unobjectable? That doesn't work.
Can't think of any good more words.
Uh,
We English well.
the English. Come on, Merriam-Webster, help me out here.
Okay, is there?
Was it injurious?
I don't know. I don't know.
I honestly, I don't even know.
Take a vote. Put a vote in the comments
How
below,
about
guys. What's the
pernicious?
best word to my God, my hair's a mess. What is the best word to substitute for bad? Comment below.
I think execrable wins. What?
Is there anything else that happens in this episode?
Yes, there's one more storyline.
Okay, go ahead.
Jim Bell?
Jim Bell Tyson. He's still dead.
Still dead.
They didn't bring him back.
They didn't bring him
I
back,
thought for sure that would be like the end of the season hook.
guys.
It's unforgivable.
You have Sam freaking Neill as a character in your show, and you don't bring him back in any way for the season finale.
You know, the part where Casper sees like the glowing like patch of grass.
Yeah.
It looked a lot like that circular hole that Jim Bell Tyson was in when he got attacked. And I was like, oh, he's going to show up in the underneath or like whatever it's called. And it was like, nope.
Wait, what's it called in Stranger Things? The over-under?
No, the
underneath.
No, it's upside down.
Upside down.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely beastly.
Damn
They pulled
it.
this out. It just does not work. It's just.
I felt my aura.
I love your gimmick, dude.
This show is fucking gross. Okay, I'm so pissed off that there's a season 2, dude. I really am pissed off.
Kadish, you're the producer.
I'm out of words.
You're the.
I don't have any more words for season 2. It's ridiculous.
You're the behind the scenes Hollywood guy. Wow, how did this get greenlit for season 2?
So my guess is that they made this cheap enough, and it got enough viewership for Apple to warrant a season 2. But the reviews have not been kind.
No,
Honestly, though, the reviews for season 1 of C weren't kind either. And that is my only hope.
But C had Momoa in it. Like they had his star power.
This one has Sam Neill.
But he wasn't a gimmick casting though.
Yeah. I was going to say they killed off their star power in the first episode.
Seriously, I got a DM from somebody who has a fairly large Instagram account who was actually in a movie on Apple TV. They DM'd me and they said, your reviews of Invasion are the only thing that's getting me through this show. It's freaking hilarious. And like, I love that. And also I know they're going to want us to review season 2.
Yeah,
and
thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it.
I know.
Matt's going to make us.
I know we're going to.
And you know, it's okay, fine, whatever. But here's the thing.
You guys.
People think that we're like doing a bit of an act here. We're not.
No.
We're sitting here getting fucking drunk, talking shit about a terrible show.
I really like your shirt. I just noticed it.
Listen,
Thank you very much.
if they pull a C and season 2 is just freaking dope.
Okay.
It could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen.
And we will give them credit for that.
Absolutely, we will.
This is where we find our magic.
Right.
In hating a season 1, and then they change everyone involved.
And then
season 2 comes back awesome. I'm on fucking board.
And then you know, Casper finds us on Instagram and shows the fucking production crew.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, look at these idiots.
Look at these
They
assholes.
really hate us. You know, and next thing you know, we're interviewing the fucking director on the. It's crazy.
It could happen.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. It's just let's make it better. Fuck.
Listen,
make
man.
it better.
You have Sam Neill.
Well, they don't. They don't. They
No.
don't have him.
You had him for a day.
You had him for a day.
I'm saying
He was in all the promotions.
you
They
could.
spent half of that day shooting for
He
posters.
Bruce Willis this shit.
Yes, he did.
No, that's what he
Okay,
did.
He didn't
No.
phone it in though. His performance.
His
was
performance
actually
was good.
great.
His
Yeah.
performance
So
as
he
his
was there
character.
for 3 days instead of 1.
I know, but he acted in the show.
And how many shots in the episode 1 are from behind?
And
When it's a stunt double.
You say it's not him?
Shit.
Could be.
You make a good point.
I know, right?
Oh no. Anyway, listen. They at least have his phone number, and they can say, "Hey,
Hey, can you come do some promo work for us?
here's some season 2
Yeah.
script work. Would you be interested in coming back for
I will accept ADR.
for an actual alien invasion movie?" And he could say yes, and we could get what we thought we were going to get for this season.
Listen, man, they
I don't want to see your heart broken.
It's already.
they got to go full. They got to go full alien ship. We need to like go out into space and shit with this thing. I don't know what.
There was a part of me that gave the producers and writers of this show enough credit to think that the final stinger would be Sam Neill shows back up and he's like, here's what I've been doing for like the past 10 episodes and leave it at that cliffhanger. So you're like, oh, I want to know what happens next.
No.
But instead we get this weird nebulous shot that no sane human being could have ignored while they were at the beach of this massive alien ship in the distance over like the ocean.
Trevante and his wife are just like, huh, ain't that some shit?
I mean,
They're not even that engaged with it.
What would you do? There's really nothing else you can do but go, wow, that's pretty cool.
Well,
but the thing is, the minute they step foot on that beach, they should have been able to see that thing because it didn't come out of nowhere.
Unless it like dropped down as it
I
went.
mean,
but then you'd be able to see it.
But no, but they
ship.
kind of did the whole thing where it was like they showed the sky and there was some shit happening you couldn't quite tell. Then they went to their face.
Yeah.
And then they went to the sky again, and they went to their face, and then they stayed on their face, and they stayed on their face. And then all of a sudden, you see the ships kind of there in the back haze of the whatever, you know, and it's like, wow. And it looks like a big giant mushroom cloud kind of looking thing.
This whole season has just been shots of people reacting to shit off screen, and that's fucking it. We're all here like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this show is really good at cutting away during really exciting moments.
Yeah.
Pretty good at saving money.
Yeah.
When they're shooting the show with their iPhones.
Yeah, it's pretentious as hell.
Yeah.
The show is like 100% pretentious. And it's infuriating because it reminds me of like the arty film school guy who's just like, check out how cool my shit is because it's all about the characters.
I've never seen you act that much. That's adorable.
I got some chop.
I know. I see that. Is that the last storyline?
Jim Bell Tyson? He's always the last story.
Okay, cool. So my question then is, obviously we all know season 2 is a go.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to do?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea whatsoever?
We're Casper is going to come back to life, and him and Discount Zendaya are going to go.
But his body's
they're gonna go pick up their friends that they left out at the hole.
His body. Just don't even get me started.
And then they're going to get chased around by a crawler, and that'll be like 6 episodes.
Here's what I hope. I hope that they use entirely new characters.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God.
So I like maybe Casper could come back, but I don't want to see any more of these fucking characters. No. I want to see the actual fallout of what the aliens are doing, because one of the big problems with this season was that they talk about what was happening because of the aliens, but we never actually got to see it, and so we didn't really get the sense that like there was this worldwide impact. It was just kind of like, oh, there are these little aliens running around, and you know that's that.
Yeah.
So like I really want to see like the worldwide implications of this thing. I'd like to see like a storyline where like we get to see some of the world leaders and how they're reacting and what they're doing and like the reports they're getting. I want to see far less of people traveling around. Like they tried to do this real-time thing in this where like everyone was just like trying to get from point A to point B. And I'm like, use the power of editing and just like cut to the important shit instead of showing us like all this boring stuff.
You could do a lot with 3 days later underneath a black screen.
No, 3 days later, Earth.
Yeah. On Earth. Same location, Earth.
Continuity.
Yeah, continuity.
Look, I just hope we get a long break between season 1 and season 2. I need my brain to decompress after this vicious piece of shit show.
Vicious.
So yeah, it's no
so
good. It's no good.
Let's do our I've got top should I go first or last? I don't know. I mean,
well, what are we doing first of all?
Okay, so guys, Vader started this trend and it's his fault. So blame him in the comments.
Stealing my gimmick.
I am going to steal your gimmick. So you came up with top 5 things you hate less than Invasion.
Yeah.
Okay,
and he also has another list too.
Okay,
really.
we'll let him fester on that one a little bit. So we came up with top 5 things, just things.
Yeah.
So Jude, go ahead. What are
you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. These are the Vader's list inspired me, and I thought we were all going to do this, but apparently
I got a few things.
Okay. So I also have 5 things that I hate, but I hate less than Invasion.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 5.
Yes.
Being cheated on. Don't give a shit. Wow. I would rather be cheated on than to watch season 2.
Vader, there's your opening.
Why, is he gonna fuck you?
My wife would not be happy about that.
Okay. Next.
Number 4, and I legit hate this more than I hate being cheated on. When Del Taco forgets my fucking sauces.
Oh God, yes. That's the worst.
Right?
It's like I said Inferno.
I need those sauces.
Never had Del Taco.
Yeah, the worst is when like they only give you like 1 packet instead of like.
I ordered 5 tacos. What the fuck?
I know, right?
Number 3, camping.
Oh,
Camping sucks.
You mean I can't ever convince you guys to go on a Salty Nerd podcast camping trip?
Listen, if I agree to that, I have been body snatched.
I will do everything for you. I will cook. I'll set your tent up.
Define
Well, you
everything.
just need to ask her, would you rather go camping with me or watch season 2 of Invasion.
Shit, if those are my only two choices, I'm going
you
camping.
hate camping less.
Dude, we'll have so
than the
much
show.
fun.
Number 2,
Okay, go ahead.
the patriarchy.
Cheers.
I would rather live in a world, which I already do, full of the patriarchy, than to watch season 2
Okay.
of Invasion.
All right.
And my number 1 thing that I hate, but I don't hate it as much as I hate Invasion, being sober.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That makes me happy. I
Oh,
like that one.
I love it when you're happy.
I'm a very happy.
All
person.
right.
I've just got a couple things I can add. But
Go,
Do?
go ahead, buddy.
yeah. So things I hate.
But
They're both food related.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That tracks.
You ever been eating like pancakes or waffles?
I love pancakes and waffles.
I love waffles and pancakes.
And these two things are kind of related. But you ever dropped your fork in the bowl or the plate?
Oh, and it gets syrup
And it
on
gets
it?
syrup all over
Sticky
it.
on the
hate
handle?
that.
Yeah, it's the worst, right?
It's the worst. Dude, I have
hate
kids.
It's the worst. And again, they get sticky
Oh,
syrup
their
and shit
hands,
everywhere.
and then they touch everything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
But I'd rather deal with that than watch another episode of C.
Okay. So
And-
not
and-
C. Invasion.
That's
Invasion. Yeah.
that's a really good illustration.
And kind of related is super hard frozen butter when you're trying to put it on toast.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
And then
You're
like,
fucking
and
right.
then when you
I know, right?
spread it, it rips
Yeah.
the toast
It
up,
fucks
and you're
it
like,
all up.
"Fuck yeah, dude, totally."
It ruins the bread
It
product.
does. Yeah.
That's the perfect metaphor for this show.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah,
butter.
it's hard butter.
Yeah.
It's hard-
And then you get all that
Todd.
bread shit on your knife.
Yeah.
So you can't
and you
use
can't
that
reuse it because then it gets bread all over the butter.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that.
It's hard.
Yeah, I'm
Jude,
with Jude.
That's in my heart
Yeah.
right now.
Oh my god, I dealt with that like not that long ago.
This show is hard butter.
Hot butter.
Hard butter.
Okay.
Fucking Invasion. Hard fucking butter.
God.
Yeah. All right.
Is
That's all I
that
got.
it?
That's all I
Okay.
got.
Okay. All right. Did you have anything, Kadish?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So I have the top 5 diseases I would rather contract
Oh my
than
God.
watch this show.
Hey.
So number 5, the disease I would rather suffer from than watch another season of the show is tuberculosis.
Oh Jesus.
There's a cure for that now. You're good. So you're good.
Oh, so yeah, you'd be fine.
There's no cure
There's
for
no
invasion.
cure for this show.
I mean, I would rather suffer through that.
There's treatments, but no cures.
So the number 4 disease I would rather suffer from than watch another season of the show is typhoid.
Oh, is that the one where you shit yourself to death?
Typhus. Is it typhus or typhoid?
Well,
Oh, Typhoid
it's
Mary.
Typhoid Mary, yeah. So I'm going to say it's typhoid.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Nobody's dealt with that with 200 years, but yeah, I'd rather have that.
Yeah. So the number 3 disease I would rather suffer from rather than watch another season of this show is Tourette's.
Well, we don't have a problem with that on this show.
I feel like we could work that into the show.
Yeah, we could probably. Yeah, we could. Work.
Cocksucker.
We're going to get canceled because other people have fucking Tourette's.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right.
All right. The number 2 disease I would rather suffer from than watch another season of the show, gonorrhea.
Ooh.
You know what? That's
Wait.
easily.
Just get a shot for
Yeah,
that now,
that's
right?
treatable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
just
good.
get a shot.
Okay, cool.
I just think it sounds like the worst possible disease.
No,
you could
that's
possibly
that's
get.
a
You know what's funny? My kids, because he's only 3, so he's learning how to speak properly right now. When he has to go to the bathroom, number 2, he has to poop. He says, "I've got gonorrhea," because he's trying to say, "I might have diarrhea" or something like that, but he doesn't know how to say diarrhea, so he says gonorrhea. And every time he's like, "Mommy, I have gonorrhea," and I'm like, "Oh my god, here we go."
I feel like crabs would be worse though.
what about
They're
It's harder to get rid of,
crawling.
and you gotta.
They're crawling.
Yeah.
what about hepatosyphilites?
Okay. All right. My.
No. He has
Let's
his
go
number
one more.
one. His number one.
Oh, you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the number 1 disease that I would rather deal with than watch another season of the show, Ebola.
Oh, that's the one where you bleed out of your eyes.
Yeah, that's cool.
This show makes me bleed out of my eyes.
kind of the same symptoms. Wow.
Wow.
All right.
I got another one. You want another one?
Yeah, go.
you
Yeah,
do?
please.
I actually got 2 more.
Oh my god.
They're just coming to me.
Okay. Well, let's.
I'm doing this on the
yeah,
fly.
let's do
Are
you,
they
and
food
then we'll do
related?
you, and then we'll do you.
Huh?
That
I
sounded
got 2 more. I got 2 more.
sexier than I wanted it to,
I
but
know,
I'm
it's
going
like-
with it.
I can go get my leather jacket if you want me to.
You quit hitting on my woman,
fucking
dude.
zip mine up.
That's
Dude,
mine. That's mine.
listen,
Quit stealing
man.
my shit.
Listen.
You're stealing my shit again.
She puts on the leather jacket, it's game on.
Okay.
I'd like to remind you both that she's engaged to me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but I can throw axes better than you.
here's my 2 other things.
You're not the boss of me, Kadish.
Man, I forgot one of my things. Fuck. Uncracked pistachio nuts. When you're eating the pistachios out of the bag, and you got those ones that just won't open.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
And you get your fingernail in there, and they like
break your
fuck
fingernail and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have one more?
I did, but
Is it food?
It's sort of I
I love the food theme going on.
Yeah.
This is good.
When you go to get the orange juice out of the refrigerator, and there's like this much in the bottom of it.
And somebody put it back in,
And it's all pulp.
and it's all pulp, and they didn't drink it.
Well,
Like, just
orange juice, pulp, and orange juice and juice in general is a category by itself.
Look,
I
unless
don't
it's
do pulp.
unless
I
it's
love
literally fresh squeezed from grandma on the other side of the countertop.
Yeah,
Pulp is okay,
No,
but
it's
don't
not.
put it in
But
a
you
bottle.
like that
Pulp is
more
gross.
than you like this show.
I would rather drink pulpy orange juice than watch
Honestly,
this show.
I kind of like pulpy
Ugh.
orange juice. I like the texture.
You're psycho.
But I do have one that's right up your fucking alley
Okay.
based on when we all went to dinner last night.
Oh,
When you order shrimp
oh Jesus!
and they don't fucking deshell it.
Oh God! And they have the little eggs.
This guy spent 20 minutes trying to get to his dinner last night.
Oh,
It's frustrating as hell.
it just
That's why I
came-
don't eat lobster.
My other one just came to me.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the last one.
Okay.
And then you can do yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so into this.
I love the food thing, right?
Yeah,
It's cool.
It's
Yeah.
all food. It's all food. Miracle Whip.
I love Miracle
Well,
Whip.
it sucks, sir.
It does
sucks.
not suck.
It
It's
sucks.
like mayonnaise on steroids.
Well,
It's great.
I'm a best foods guy, and Miracle Whip is an abomination.
Oh my
You
God.
see, this is
Like-
why we're on this side of the table.
We are the same person.
Yeah, Miracle Whip.
Like,
It's got a
It's-
tangy
honestly,
zip.
It's
and
tangy,
tangy zip.
sweet.
It used to be
grossness.
Hellman's.
Yeah,
And it's not anymore.
Well, it depends on what side of the Mississippi you live on,
Oh.
or the West, or the
Are they
Rockies.
still getting Hellman's in
Yeah,
Ohio?
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I think-
I
yeah.
also like cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper. So yeah,
Hot sauce.
Miracle Whip is fucking disgusting.
I've never.
Okay.
I can't say if I've ever had
I
it.
don't think it's disgusting, but it's like a pale substitution
Yeah.
for best foods.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What do you got?
All
I
right.
love the food.
Hit
Okay, so
me,
my top
Alex.
five. My
Okay.
top five
Yeah.
is the top 5 dropped plot lines
Oh yeah.
from this show.
Okay.
So 5 things. Actually, I
I'm
have
gonna
more
take
than
a different stance.
I
We're all
have more
getting
than 5.
comfortable
5
now.
things that this show set up and completely disregarded.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep in mind there is a season 2,
Doesn't count.
which
we're not
will
gonna have
not
any
go
salt left.
anywhere.
Bloody Nose Kid. First, I think it was the first episode of this show
Yeah.
when Luke was the only one in his class who didn't get a bloody
POSJR.
nose.
Yeah.
Piece of shit, Junior. Oh, that's good stuff. Why did that have any relevance whatsoever to
It
the
was
rest of
just
the show?
it was just to show that he was special somehow.
Okay. The second, and this is like a string of events. The crashed bus,
Yeah.
Casper's bully, and Willy Wonka's truck,
Oh yeah, yeah.
where all
yeah,
the
yeah,
kids
yeah.
hung out.
Yeah.
Like, it's got chocolate, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's safe to say those kids are all dead.
Got nothing.
They're
They
all,
died from diabetes.
they're all,
They died from at least one of 3 things.
We're going to stay here 'cause
Diabetes,
there's
aliens,
food.
or fucking things dropping from the sky. Because remember, everything is getting shot out of the sky.
whatever. And nothing happened with that, right? Just completely forgotten about.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Here's another one. That's a big one. It goes all the way through the season finale. The alien killing metal shard. Why?
Yeah. Where?
Ow.
Season 2.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
where did Luke find it? They kept
Yeah.
asking him, "Where'd you find this thing?"
Yeah.
Never answered it.
Never answered it. Don't know. Have no idea.
I got it out of my dream.
Where did it come from? A. Whatever. And why is it like the like kryptonite to the aliens?
What happened to piece of shit's mistress?
Oh, that was my next one.
Oh, god damn it.
The next one
Kadish.
is piece of shit's pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah.
We spent 2 episodes with him just pining over her. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, now Mrs.
Gone.
Piece of Shit's gonna go find her, and they're gonna raise the baby together.
Ugh.
This is how they tied it up. You're a line cook?
Yeah. This Mrs. Piece of Shit can make a mean burger.
All right.
You know how to make burger and fries?
And fries.
My next one, Kay just kind of mentioned it already, but Sam Neill's entire involvement in this show. They completely forgot that Sam Neill was in the first episode. They were like, who?
They completely forgot that they were using his face to advertise for this entire show.
And then honorable mentions.
Okay.
Wajo.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
What is Wajo?
Why are people saying
Why are people saying it?
Cheers.
Cheers. Those are my top.
To Wajo.
To Wajo.
Oh, we're just choosing with full whiskey bottles now.
Jude's Wajo. Yeah. Jude's Wajo Martini has more setup and payoff than this entire show.
Yeah.
How did Hinata play a David Bowie song from space?
I don't know. Napster.
That guy was an alien too.
Nothing like getting bourbon in your whiskers.
Oh, and then you lick it. You're like, oh. All right.
That did a thing
what happened
to my body.
You want to lick my whiskers?
Kind of.
That's so hot.
What happened to the rest of Trevante's squad?
They're all dead.
They're all dead.
No, those are dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
I mean, we never saw them dead.
The sneezer from episode 1, that never came up again.
Okay, I have a question about like, so the aliens that we predominantly saw throughout this season were the refrigerator crawlers. But then we just saw this one episode where there's like a Star Joe.
Yeah. Okay,
What
so
the fuck?
for real, on the level, this group of aliens that we've seen in this season 1 were like the scouts.
Yeah, I think so.
And the mothership was like, hey, go check out that planet and see if it's worth us coming to. They go there, they mess around, and then they get fucked up and nuked. And then the mothership's like, oh, no, you didn't. And it like...
Well, there was that one scene where Trevante was being debriefed, and the guy who was debriefing him said, we believe they were here to terraform.
Right.
And they were leaving like the alien jizz all over the place, and it was metabolizing the ecosystem and creating like poison gas that they think the aliens breathe.
Right.
And Trevante's just like, yeah, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Just get me home. And it's just kind of like, they could have been peppering this stuff into the entire season to kind of give us a sense of like, what are the aliens doing, and actually have characters maybe like investigating like, who are these aliens?
I want to know who the dude in the freaking radiation suit walking into the mother. I want to know this story.
Those are just random government dudes
I want to know who the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude is.
All they're doing is they're just trying to show us that there's people that know about the crash landed giant ship in the Amazon forest. It doesn't matter. But and then they kind of like subtly hinted that there was some like, they're kind of bug like with the with the hexagon shaped bee style honeycomb things and the fancy CGI goofy wall, and it's just, I've seen all this shit before in better shows and movies.
Arrival.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah. Oh god, that movie! I did not like that movie.
I love that
movie.
It's
so boring.
I really didn't like that movie much.
I cry like a bitch every time I see it.
Yeah, it's so boring.
I didn't love that movie either, but it was way more better.
It was way more. It was more better.
I'm sorry.
I'll rephrase. I cry like a daft cow every time I see that movie.
Unintelligent daft cow.
I like how I buy you a bottle of whiskey and then I drink
Seriously?
it.
You're drinking it out of the bottle.
Yeah, Vader got this for Alex yesterday.
It's really good.
Oh, we're gonna blast through that thing by next week.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't know what else to say about this. Final thought. Vader, season 1, Invasion.
Season 1. Here's what I have to say. I want to say thank you to Apple TV and to this stupid ass show for giving us something to at least get some new viewers and fans of our show to listen to us talk mad shit about your horrible show every week. That's all I can say. It is our most popular videos that we put out. Right? It's very strange. And I really appreciate our fans out there who are watching us instead of watching this show, because it's more fun to talk shit about this terrible show than it is to actually watch it. And that's the truth. It's a bad show. It's poor. It's terribly put together. It's poorly written. You don't care about the characters. Nothing makes sense. And
do better.
Be better. But thank you to all our new people for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. And we're gonna watch season 2, I think, just for you guys.
They're gonna demand that we do.
They will. And
it'll be for patrons only.
Seriously,
it's only gonna be an hour a week. And as long as there's not something better, we'll probably do it.
There's gonna be things better.
Yeah.
Everything's better. Literally.
There'll probably be some stupid Star Wars or Marvel TV show to watch or something. But we'll do it.
We should do a thing where, like, if this video, season finale video, gets 1,000 likes, then we'll do season 2.
Oh, we could do something like
there's
that.
There's a thing.
Hopefully, we get like
share
a
the
long
crap
time.
out of this.
Hopefully, we get a long time.
We're reaching too low.
100,000 likes.
No. We need to reach out and say, if you can come up with something better, we'll review that. Because I would rather see a fucking series about killer tomatoes.
Oh God, not me.
Than this shit. It's so bad. It made me want it.
I'd say if we hit 50,000 subs before season 2 comes out, we'll
Ooh,
watch it.
that's a high bar.
That's
I
a high bar.
legit
I like
cried.
that.
I cried an actual tear.
I cried of laughter early on, but I don't remember why. So, Jude, I think I kind of already got your final thoughts on season 1, but go ahead and do your thing. Is that a dog that you have? Oh,
Yeah.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. She just wanted some attention.
I need some loving.
She's so needy.
No.
Fuck. I don't know what to say. I think that sums it up.
Yeah. Okay. Kadish, you're the writer, the mastercraft. Go ahead.
I mean, I was genuinely shocked when I heard this got a season 2 because this is the worst kind of bad. It's not just like so bad it's good or like just like bad because they tried and failed. It's insultingly bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I watch this and it's an insult to my intelligence.
It's insanely bad.
Yeah, so like the first couple episodes I was like, okay, I want to see where they're going. Then about midway through the season I was like, all right, this isn't a very good show, like whatever. And then like by the end of the season I'm like, fuck you, show.
Yeah.
You are intentionally baiting me into hating you. And you know, the guy behind this show, Simon Kinsberg, he has this track record of making stuff like this where the premise is cool, the high concept is there, but the execution of it is so bad. And it's just like like the pretentiousness of being like, okay, we're going to be on the ground level of an alien invasion. We're going to see things through all these different normal people's eyes, and we're going to go through the journey with them. And it's just like, number one, if you're going to do that, you have to make the characters that were taking the journey with likable, which none of these characters
Create
were.
some good dialogue for them.
Or like interesting situations or like whatever. Just make them act like believable human beings. Don't spend so much time with incredibly dislikable people like piece of shit. Like if you had cut piece of shit out of this series, it would have been 10 times better. Yep. Because he was such an awful character. Yeah. Also, don't stunt cast with people like Sam Neill. Like he was the best part of that first episode, and when he died, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Like it wasn't a Ned Stark moment either. It wasn't like it was a what the fuck moment instead of an oh shit moment. And it was just like, show you really should have set that up a little bit better, because the way he died, it was just like out of the blue. It was just like a sudden thing. And none
of us even knew what happened when he did die.
Yeah,
it was just
we
like
debated whether or not he was dead.
A worm came up, we heard a and then he passed out.
Yeah.
Is he even dead?
Yeah. So like the show, the biggest problem behind it is just like the writing. If like you said, if Jonathan Tropper came in and took over this show,
hire that guy.
Yeah.
No, but we still need him on seat.
and also out, Warrior 3.
Yeah.
So just
swapped out the entire writer's room, put people in there who actually knew what they were doing. The concept of this show is good enough where it could improve.
Yeah. You know who you should hire to write season 2? Is Matthew fucking Kadish.
I don't even think I could save this show at this point. But the point I'm trying to make is that the fault with this show lies in the storytelling. It kind of reminds me of like the worst parts of Lost. Where they had all these great ideas, and then they're like, no, we're just going to focus on these stupid characters no one cares about because that's what audiences really like. It's just like, shut up.
It does. It feels like a J.J. Abrams. It feels like a J.J. Abrams
Mystery
show.
boxes never unveiled. Yeah. I totally get that.
Didn't even think about that till now.
Yeah, smoke monster bullshit, the freaking polar bear thing. Like, all that.
Yeah.
Lost.
So
Lost robot.
So unless they do like a drastic shift for season 2, my guess is that it's just going to continue to be like really fucking bad.
Okay.
And I do not recommend anyone watch this show.
All right. My final thoughts. This show did something that was completely unforgivable to me. And I'm a Sam Neill super fan. Mm-hmm. Like that dude, if I ever got a chance to talk to that dude, I think I would freaking melt.
I think we watched this Because of Sam
I
Neill.
was-
oh, yeah, we
because
did.
of your love of Sam
Yes,
Neill.
the only reason why this show was even on my radar was because Sam Neill was in an Alien movie. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Any Sam Neill movie, Hunt for the Wilder People, freaking Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever it is, Hunt for October, all of that
He
stuff.
was the headliner in every trailer, and every poster, and every commercial for this show.
They took that love that I have for Sam Neill and they used it against me for 10 hours.
Yeah.
Unforgivable.
They shat right on your chest.
That's so gross.
Metaphorically.
Unforgivable. Completely unforgivable. I'm sorry.
Are we done talking about this?
I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. This is
For
it.
how long?
Stay salty. Fuck you.
We're done for season 1, guys. For all of our new viewers who have found us because of this awful show, we've gotten several comments saying like, we only watch it because you guys are so funny. Thank you. From the bottom of our heart, thank you. That's why we do what we do.
Stick around.
Stick around. We've got a lot. We've got a lot of really, really good things going on. But yeah, go check out Norseman. Go check out season 2. Go
Mythic
check
Quest.
Mythic Quest is on Apple TV.
Stop watching this.
Yeah, there are some good things.
There's a
on
lot
Apple.
of really good stuff on Apple TV. This is just not one of them. So, but anyway, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate it. And Matt Vader, where can they find you, buddy, on the socials?
You can find me at MattVader74 on the Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and I'm also running the salty_nerd channel
Twitter account,
on our Twitter. So that's where I'm at.
Jude, where can they find you at?
You can find me at I am Jude Juju on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm also running the Salty Nerd TikTok. It's the same shit as on mine. And check out our Facebook page, Salty Nerd Podcast on Facebook.
Matthew Kadish.
You can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish on Twitter. KadishBooks.com takes you to my Amazon page where you can check out my books like Earthman Jack. And also sign up for our newsletter at saltylist.com. When you do, you get access to a private RSS feed where we're publishing not publicly available podcasts where we do deep dives into some of the movies we talk about on the show and cover a bunch of stuff that we just don't have time to fit into our regularly scheduled programs.
Can I get in on that? Because that sounds really exciting.
I know.
So sign up for the newsletter.
Who do you have come in and do that?
No. I mean, I want to talk. I want to be part of the RSS feed. Like, that's cool. Anyway, all right. Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm the Salty Nerd. Alex, you guys can catch me on our Discord app. It's a great community. Go to saltynerddiscord.com. Jump in there. We have chat rooms for just about every show that we talk about. And we are open to suggestions.
Subjections.
Whiskey's hitting me real hard right now.
We're also open to suggestions.
Anyway, head over there. I'm in there daily chatting with our club members and our fans of the podcast and newcomers that come in. So thank you guys all for being a part of the community. We really enjoy it. And don't forget about our final December offer for the $30 tier. You guys get the freaking special hat with the certificate and a bunch of other perks. Plus, if you're part of the club, you get 4 exclusive podcasts every single month. And this month, we have a special interview with David Hewlett. It's a full hour-long interview just for club members. He goes on. We have club members ask him questions. It's a lot of fun.
You mean my best friend David Hewlett from Stargate Atlantis?
You mean my best friend David Hewlett from Stargate Atlantis? Yes.
You mean my best friend David Hewlett?
Super awesome guy. He's going to be joining us, I believe, for some of our club member exclusive episodes about Doctor Who and other things like that. So jump into the club. It's a great opportunity to get in on the ground level and get a lot of awesome perks in return. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's Invasion episode. We'll see you in a couple of years, I guess, for season 2. And as always, stay salty, my friends.